Hi everyone. This is just a quick video to introduce you to how to get into our class in Canvas and what to expect when you get there. So to get to our class, I like to go to online.valenciacollege.edu. From what I understand, you can also get to this login screen through Atlas. You're going to re-enter your Atlas username and password. And you'll get to the dashboard page where you'll see all of your classes. We'll go ahead and pick one to go into. Now remember, this may not be your class. However, it is pretty much what all of my classes look like. So when you log in, you will come to that dashboard page. You'll pick our class, and then you'll come to the home page for the class. This page is going to have announcements at the top. Okay, they'll have some type of a headline. Please read the announcements every time you come into the class. I also want you to go ahead and hit reply and post some kind of a reply and let me know thank you or got it, or if you have a question about the announcement, let me know that information in there. If you lose one of the announcements, because I'll only keep about 2 or 3 up here on this screen at a time, you can go to the announcements tab here on the left, and all of the announcements for the whole semester will be in date order over here. I let you know about things like grades, changes in the syllabus, things like that in that area. So if you go back to the home page, you'll see an icon for every module in the class. Now, I want you to use these little icons to access the work every single week. It is much easier than trying to search around the assignments tab and the quizzes tab and all that. So this is the best way to make sure you're seeing everything. You'll go ahead and click, and here's the Start Here module, which is what opens on the first day of class. You'll click through all of the different things that you need to read. There's good information in here. You'll learn about my grading policies. And then you'll get to the actual work in the class. Now, if you stop in the middle and you don't want to go all the way back to the home page and scroll through a bunch of things that you've already read, or if you stop in the middle of a module for the week and you don't want to have to go clicking back through everything again, you can go to the modules tab here on the left. And all of the different things in the module will show up for you. So you can see exactly what you need to do all at once. Like I said, please don't go hunting around in other parts of the class. Don't try going in through the grades or anything like that, because you're going to miss something. Something else I should also tell you, if you compare these, the number of announcements and things here, assignments and quizzes and stuff, to the syllabus, and the numbers don't match up, make sure you're using Google Chrome. Google Chrome is the preferred web browser for Canvas, and that will be the first question that I ask you is, are you using Google Chrome? So let's take a look at another module in the class so that you know exactly what you're going to be getting into. This work will not open for you until August 27th, but I'll take myself out of student view long enough for you to be able to see it. The Explore Before Reading is what you do before you read in the class. Okay, every single week or 2-week module, there will be an Explore Before Reading. This one has a nice little video for you in there. So you can do those before you read, please. I know that if you go into the syllabus tab, it puts all of the assignments into alphabetical order, and then people end up doing the Explore Before Reading after they've read, and it doesn't make any sense. So I'll show you the rest of this module just so you can see what things look like. Every module has a textbook page. This one happens to have some PDFs. Your first reading is not in the Fiero textbook. Then you'll see the study guide. I don't collect those, but they can help you study for quizzes and tests. Then you'll see a series of assignments. Those are the ones that look like the pencil and paper. You'll see a discussion. In almost every module, there's at least one discussion. Remember, the whole point of a discussion is to be able to post and reply to at least one classmate, either that or you're just turning in a assignment, and you're not talking to anyone, you're talking at people. So make sure that you do all of that before you enter into the quiz. A note about the quizzes in this class: you get one opportunity to take the quiz. Unless you have a qualified technical issue, which you should call Canvas support, and you should get a trouble ticket number for this qualified issue. The quiz will not be reset, and please do not start the quiz at 10 o'clock on Monday and then you have to go to class, and so you come back at 6 o'clock on Monday night and then want to know why the quiz is not there for you anymore. You get one attempt at these quizzes. The rest of the assignments, you can have as many attempts as you'd like. Now, I am allowing you to submit your work as either documents or writing straight into the text box. I'll open up an assignment so you can see what I'm talking about here. But it should give you an opportunity to use a text box or to upload a file. I don't expect you to upload a file for everything, but I do expect you to keep a copy of your own work. So if you use the text box, and the text box is great, please use it. Make sure you have a running Word document of everything you've turned in the class. It's already happened to me and a student once where Canvas lost something of hers. It came out really weird and I couldn't read it, and fortunately she had it. Now, if you're in a class where we write papers, which would not be this intro class that I'm showing you, but in my other classes you write papers, your papers need to be on Microsoft Word documents. Now, if you submit your work any other way, it's possible I will not be able to open it. If you're saying to yourself, I don't have Microsoft Word, you can download it out of Atlas for free. You can actually download the entire Microsoft suite. And if you go to the welcome page, right here in the red is a set of directions for you so that you can see exactly where to find the Microsoft Office suite in Atlas, and you don't have to pay for it, so there is no excuse for not having it. So a couple of other notes. I test the links in the videos in the class at the start of every semester. If you find one that doesn't work, I want you to practice what I call the 3 before me rule. Step 1, try the link or video yourself. Step 2, make sure you are using the right web browser. Now, the class calls for Google Chrome, but every once in a while, you'll find a link that might work best in Firefox. I try to warn you about this when I know about them, but if a link doesn't behave the way I tell you that it should, copy it out and try it in Firefox. Then step 3 is to contact a classmate if that still doesn't work. See if they got the video to work, see if they got the link to work, ask them what they did to get it to work. Now, if you've done all of those things, you've made sure you've tried at least 2 web browsers, you've tried the video yourself, and you've contacted a classmate, and maybe it worked for them, maybe it didn't, maybe they didn't answer you, email me. Make sure you give your classmate at least 36 hours to respond to you, but the last step is definitely to email me. Now, if a YouTube video says that the content has been taken down, skip those other steps and email me right away. Now, something else to know about the class is how to check your grades. And I will go back into the student view because I think it will allow me to get into the grades this way. But you will click the Grades tab here on the left side. The assignments should be organized by due date, which it looks like they are. Now, if you see a little dialog box next to a score, that little thing that looks like the discussion, click it and you'll see my comments. Make sure you read the comments. I might be complimenting your work. Everybody loves that. I also use those comments to teach you something extra, maybe to ask you questions or to correct something if you missed it. So please let me know if you have any questions about basic course navigation. Remember, go for the links in the home page, go through the modules page, and I will be happy to answer other questions. Now, I will tell you this. I leave the quizzes tab up here. And the reason for this is because if you miss a quiz or a test, I will reopen it for you. Now, I don't do that with regular assignments without a qualified excuse, but it doesn't bother me why you've missed the quiz or test. I want you to be able to take it, okay? Make sure, though, that if it's past the due date, you access it through the quizzes tab. That's all I can think of right now as far as things you need to know to get started in the class. Just make sure that you are paying attention to the due dates on the work, which are on the syllabus, and also here in the Start Here module. Now, where else can you find the syllabus? It was on the bottom of the home page. It is also on the top of the course syllabus, which, like I said, is out of order. If you're trying to do the Explore Before Reading first, you can see that right here in this module. So please don't use this unless you actually need the syllabus. You can also find the syllabus down here on the home page. So get ready to have some fun. Now, I'll tell you something. Students do not understand why we study the humanities anymore. Most of you don't want to take the class, and you're required to take the class, and I totally get that. But you will enjoy at least something this semester. That I can promise you. I'll see you online.